You know, you can't even make this stuff up. Welcome to Golf School, where the course is in your mind. And today, the course is at Elmwood, which is about a half mile down the road from my house. And I haven't played for over a month on any course or even hit balls. So I was going to warm up a little bit on the range, or not the range, they don't have a range, the putting green that was just mowed actually, and just chip a few on and hit a couple putts before I actually tee off. About an 80% swing just to get it out there. I don't know why I always end up down in those when I'm aiming left, but that's the first tee. Just need to get it out of here and move it down the fairway. Or top it and move it about 100, about 50 yards where it's stuck behind a pole. All right, try it again. Same club, different target. Hope I don't hit that pole. A little flatter lie. Wow. Worm burner. Okay, I'm about 150 yards out. If I can hit it decent, I could put it on the green and still be kind of there. All right. That's going to be quite a bit right, but in play in those trees over. So this is a classic trouble. Right next to the tree. You know what? I'm just going to chip with the old chipper, because at least if it's short, it's not a disaster. Wow, this is really down in the sticks and weeds and leaves. But pretty much won't hit this tree. It's about 50 yards, which is kind of long for this. And it's almost on the green. So not a disaster, but not, could have hit it harder. Another chip. Man, just finished mowing. Everything's sopping wet and mushy. It's on. One putt. Two putt. All right, hole number 2. It's a par 4, short par 4. It says it's 274. Just gonna get it in play. That'll work. Man, that's right down the middle of the fairway. All right. This says 115, plays like 108. So that should be my pitching wedge. I'm going to go 9 because I don't want to come up short again. That would have been terrible. And it's going to be a little bit right and a little short somehow. You know what? It almost trundled up onto the green. Just off the green. As you can see, not complaining, but these greens are probably smaller than any you may have seen. So not hitting the green doesn't feel too bad, but give it a little chip. Oh, I could have hit that a little harder. Should have brought my putter, just sitting on the fringe. So that was third stroke. Oh, that was my par putt, but here's the bogey, hopefully. All right. But this is a par 3. It says it's 185. But if I swing a light driver at this is also my 13-degree driver, so it's pretty lofted for a driver. But yeah, just doing easy swing, get it out and play. Like that. Wow. That was about 6 feet off the flag, but it's short because I really did swing that easy breezy. This is one of those tough calls for me because there's a little berm in my way and I really want to chip with the chipper. I'm apparently 29 yards off, which is kind of long for this. Just need to hit it. Wow, it's a lot of grass and really wet. Ground's hard as a rock, but the grass is just soaking wet. Well, it's on the very edge of the green. All right, so it is on the edge, but that's a putt in my mind. Oh, you gotta hit it so hard. And that was not hard enough. So that's 3. I'm just gonna putt through all these leaves and junk on the green. Look at that. In for the bogey. This is a little over 400-yard par 4, 4th hole, and very straight. Like, it couldn't be any straighter, but if you go left, your ball is gone. If you go to the right, you're on the 5th hole fairway, which is okay, but is a really steep slope to come back up out of that valley. So you really want to keep it up and try and hit it. Just get it in play. Aim towards those pine trees where those guys are. And I'll probably come back to the middle. I've been sitting in the cart for about 5 minutes, so gotta loosen back up. You know, I hope that was recorded because it hit the tree and bounced back to here. Right here. Clean that off, and that'll be my mulligan. Or one, it doesn't really matter. I already had a 4 on the first hole. At least a +4. I'm not even sure because I kind of lost count. All right, let's try that again. That'll play. That's right. Just to the right of the dead middle. I will take that all day, every day. All right, 18 Birdie says this is like a 204 to the green, but I'm showing the 150 marker is literally right in front of me, unless it's a 200 marker. Can't remember what color's which. Blue or... Anyway, I'll give this a little tap with the hybrid. Try and get it up there, keep it in play. Might get a good roll. Oh, don't go down the hill. Crap. All right, well, we're going down the hill a little ways. It's off to the right. As you can tell, this is quite the slope down here. And I think I'm gonna have to wedgie this. It's not very far, less than 50. It's I can't tell from here if that's green or not, but it's up there, and I'm putting it from whatever that is. This is pretty putty. Probably should chip, but I'm not sure what I was aiming at. That's just on me. This is actually, I think, either for par or bogey. I can't remember. Oh, come on. So that was 6, so oh, that was bogey. All right, this is I think it's a par 4. Probably pay more attention to that kind of stuff, but it is uphill through a valley, and you really want to go left if you can. All right, I see where it is. it went pretty good. I don't know why it's kind of sliced around. All right, that was about as good as it gets for me. I'm sitting 113. It says 102, 113, 125. So whatever, it's way uphill. I'm thinking I probably need an 8. Keeping in mind, I'm only swinging max like 80%, so I'm not like trying to get big numbers out of each club. I'm trying to let the club do the work. Just make good ball contact. This one's above my feet. Man, that's hard. Holy. Whoops. And I got into the tree off to the right. So here's another awkward, about 50 yards. Go with my sand wedge, because I got to go uphill. I got to go over a bump, over a chunk of cart path, and not hit it into those trees. I actually got like a pretty good lie here. I know this is probably normally deep rough, but for here, this is, whoa, pretty good. Really? All right. Okay, this is definitely a chipper shot. And still uphill. Still says 24 yards. Wow. Well, it's on the green. I'm gonna grab my putter and go. So it's uphill. Greens are super slow. I mean, that's what I wanted to do, just lag it up there where I got a decent shot. And what is it sitting in? Oh, it's sitting in a hole. Just move that over an inch. So, sick. All right. So about 300. I'm aiming a fair amount left, because I do not want to go down the hill on the right into the other fairway. That's a pain. And that's where I'm going. That's going to be down the hill. It's in play, but it's down the hill. It's unbelievably steep. I know the camera flattens stuff out, but this is steep enough. It's actually like kind of hard to walk on. This is going to be some wild camera angle if I can even get a place. There. That's going to have to do, because that's as I'm just going to punch this up the hill. Are you kidding me? Really? One tree and I hit the dead center of the trunk. And it bounced about halfway back. Oh, there's the ball. Yeah, good luck with this. Are you kidding me? I hit the same stupid tree and now it's by the cart. I'm not even sure how that's physically possible. Now it's way below my feet. Just trundle on down. I got to get through some branches in about 59 yards. This is where I punch it with the hybrid. Maybe controversial, but I don't care. It's on the green, like almost middle of the green. That's why I punch it with the hybrid. At least I'm putting. I think I'm sitting 5. 1, 2 up the hill, 3, 4. Oh, so this would be for bogey. Ooh, a little hard. And 2 putt at least for a 6 on a short par 4. All right, hole number 7, par 4, handicap 1, whatever that means. And there's no red tee, so I'm hitting off the whites, which is on top of a hill down into a valley. And you do not want to go back onto the opposing fairway, which so I'm going to hit it my 13-degree driver. Just try and get it out there and play where I can find it. I have no idea where that went. I lost it almost the second it left the tee. I hit a provisional. I think it was a good shot. That's the thing. Well, I lost that one too. All right. Well, we'll just have to drive around a little bit. I don't know. I don't know why I couldn't see him. Why can't I? But there's one. That is the second ball. And here's the first ball on the other side of this yellow rope. So right next to the blue marker, which 200? It says 207 on the watch. All right, we got the King Cobra baffler going to be below my feet a bit. Straight up the hill. I actually want to aim at that tree a little bit though. You know, you can't even make this stuff up. Let's just call that some kind of weird mulligan. How the heck do I whiff that? There we go. All right, we are 34 yards from the green. Chipper club. Just get it on. Well, that was ugly as it gets, but it's puttable. It's on the green, so it should be pretty straight. It's 1, 2, 3, 4-ish paces, which is, I don't know, 10 feet. I don't think this is going to move at all. I just got to hit it hard enough. Oh, it just curved an inch at the last second. Oh, that's painful. So this is the 8th tee. It is a short par 4 and deceptive because if you go left over by those dead trees, it is like a cliff, and the same to the right. So if you get off this fairway, you are instantly punished. I'm going to just poke it out there. Hopefully. I'm aiming quite a bit left because I don't want this to boomerang back and go down that hill. I think it's okay. It's on the, it actually went straight as can be, and it's out on the left edge at the top of the hill. So hopefully it didn't roll down. About 100 yards out, off to the left, and you don't want to go long here, which probably won't be a problem. I got my 9, and I'm not swinging it very hard. A little above my feet, so it should go left. I think that's going to stay on the green. So here's the question. Do I destroy a green in regulation? I think this is the only one in the round so far. Wow, it looks deceptively straight, even though it's kind of canted. Lots of sticks. I mean, if it's going to break left a little bit, I wouldn't be surprised. I just got to hit it hard enough to get there, though. That's the thing. These are slow. That's 3. Can I make a 1-footer? And there's a par. Wow, green and reg, 2-putt par. This is hole number 9. It's 125, 136, 150. So 3 numbers. I guess 136 is probably supposed to be center of the green. Don't know. But anyway, top of a hill, and historically I've hit a 5-iron off of this with decent success, where I might go a little long, but unless I really flub the shot, I'm going to get over there and at least be able to chip it, or maybe be on the green. But just want to clear the lake. Got it on a stub of a tee. Well, that's going to make it, I think. Well, you know what? I'm in the shade off to the right, pin high. So I'm not sure why it was aimed a little crooked, but whatever. So on the cart ride down, I realized I hit that off the toe a little bit, and that was probably why it went a little bit left, but it's not bad. I'm looking at the pin. I've actually done this shot before. Just going to chip it, hopefully either bump it and run it, or legit chip it, one way or another. Kind of bare dirt right here, so says 34 yards. Obviously not going to use anything with the loft because I'd be in the tree. Well, that was the right idea, but it was short. All right. Do the good old putt from off the green here. Texas wedgie. Wow, didn't even make it on the green. That's 3 on a par 3. Still putting. Probably should have chipped that one. This is really thick. There's 4. Wow. And in for the 5. So that wraps up that round. It is a sketchy 51. I'm in no way pretending that's a legit score, but just kind of for my own tracking, with a couple mulligans thrown in there just to kind of keep the play less than amazingly frustrating. I'll do a quick panorama, or a twirl around of the course here. Got a crane over there. That's not plastic. That dude's taking off down the first fairway, which is par 5. Got the lake, the Elmwood sign. and the 9th. Here in Elmwood, you can play 9 holes like this for $10 walking or $20 riding a cart. So $20, get out there and play some golf. Not too bad. Try it again when it's a little cooler. Whew.